Welcome to Vital Life Stories, where we discover that true forgiveness is not about returning, but about silently walking away for peace. Sometimes, the strongest apology you can give yourself is to remove your energy from places where you are no longer valued. We often mistake forgiveness for reconnection, but today we will learn that real healing begins when we choose to protect our soul. Let us begin with the story of Nislo, a dedicated rooster who believed his purpose was to serve his masters faithfully. Every single morning, Nislo would wake up before the sun, crowing with all his might to signal the start of a new day. However, instead of gratitude, he received stones and angry shouts from those who found his wake-up call to be a nuisance. Nislo felt a deep sadness in his heart, realizing that his best efforts were being met with hostility and total disrespect. He understood that staying in a place where his value was ignored would only bring him more pain and unnecessary suffering. With quiet dignity, Nislo decided to leave the farm, taking his voice and his dedication to a place where he mattered. The next morning, the farm was enveloped in a heavy silence, with no one to announce the arrival of the dawn. Without Nislo to raise the alarm, thieves saw an opportunity and crept into the farm while the owners were deep asleep. The farmers woke up to chaos and loss, realizing too late that the voice they silenced was actually their greatest protection. Far away, Nislo greeted the sun in peace, no longer burdened by the need to prove his worth to ungrateful people. The lesson is clear. Never try to prove yourself in a place where your hard work is treated with disdain. Our second story takes us to a flowing river, where we meet Amara the turtle and her companion, Tiko the frog. Amara was kind and generous, allowing Tiko to ride on her shell to cross the river every single day for years. While Amara battled the strong currents, Tiko simply sat there, never offering a word of thanks or acknowledging her struggle. Instead of gratitude, Tiko would often complain if the ride was too bumpy or if Amara was moving too slowly. Seasons changed and years passed, yet Amara continued her kindness, hoping that one day Tiko would appreciate her loyal friendship. One day, a new path of stepping stones was built across the river, making it easy for anyone to cross alone. Upon seeing the stones, Tiko immediately jumped off Amara's back, realizing he no longer needed her help to get across. He hopped away quickly, leaving Amara behind without a single goodbye or a simple thank you for years of service. Amara watched him go and realized that she had been carrying a burden that never truly cared about her well-being. She took a deep breath and dove into the cool water, feeling lighter than she had felt in a very long time. We must be careful about who we carry through life, for not every burden is worth the weight on our shoulders. Finally, we meet Nico the cat, who spent his days sitting in front of a wealthy mansion, waiting for a miracle. Nico sat there day after day with an empty bowl, hoping the rich owners would open the door and share food. But inside, the people were indifferent, walking past the windows without ever glancing at the creature waiting for their kindness. Rain poured down and the wind howled, yet Nico remained, believing that his persistence would eventually unlock their cold hearts. One day, Nico looked at his reflection in a puddle and saw how weak he had become from waiting for nothing. He suddenly realized that he was not born simply to wait for scraps from a door that would never open. With a newfound strength, Nico pushed the empty bowl aside and turned away from the gate that had trapped his spirit. He walked towards the forest, where he learned to hunt and provide for himself, discovering a world of abundance and freedom. He found that the wild provided everything he needed, far more than the empty promises of the closed door behind him. Knocking on a locked door forever will only kill your soul. True freedom is found when you choose to walk away. Nislo, Amara, and Tiko all found peace not by fighting or begging, but by silently removing themselves from toxic situations. Silent forgiveness is the decision to save yourself, to stop wishing for a different past, and to start building a future. It is not about arrogance or anger. It is an act of self-respect that allows you to heal without needing an apology. When you walk away from what hurts you, you are actually walking towards the destiny that has been waiting for you. May you have the courage to close the doors that lead nowhere, and the wisdom to find the path meant for you. Remember that your peace is priceless. Thank you for watching Vital Life Stories. Walk your own path and live with dignity.